Hello Internet, this is Kyle from Black Arrow, and today I'll be showing you the assembly or instructions of the 3D printed Eggfinder LCD receiver kit. And in front of you is everything that comes with the kit. You first have the main housing unit, you have the lid, the handle, the 256 screws, some 3D printed spacers, the electrical disconnects for the rocker switch, and the momentary switch. Also, one thing you want to make sure that you keep from your original Eggfinder LCD kit are these 4 screws. These will be used to kind of connect the lid to the housing. So you want to make sure you keep those. So in the first step here, I have the actual board that comes with the Eggfinder LCD kit. And what you want to do is you want to solder the momentary switch, and then power connections, I have it running through a JST connection, and then I have my 2 electrical disconnects here that will eventually hook up to the rocker switch. It's the first step. You want to get that done before assembling it. Okay, so the second step here, I have the main housing unit all ready to go. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the LCD unit, this unit from Eggfinder, and I'm going to drop that in there to that bottom slot so it sits there nice and easy. Then I'm going to then take the assembled electronics like I just told you to assemble, and I'm actually going to install the momentary switch through that upper left-hand hole. So let me go ahead and install that. All it takes is this tiny little screw and this nut that comes with the switch. Just want to get it on in there. There you go. Now that's all connected. So I'm going to take these 2 connections. You're going to push through here. And then my JST connection is going to run through the bottom like so. So I have the JST down here, the 2 electrical disconnects here. Then I'm going to take my rocker switch, I'm going to hook up those 2 disconnects, like so, and then I'm just going to snap that into place. Now that's in place. You have the rocker switch and the momentary switch. You have the battery connection coming out the bottom, and then what you'll be doing is putting this piece on top of everything and making sure that the pin header slides into the pins here. But the most important thing you want to do is use the spacers that come with the kit. I'll show you what they look like. They're just little 3D printed cylinders. Those spacers will be going over each and every hole, and what that does is that makes a positive connection between the bottom board and the top board and prevents any electronics from being bent or the pins being bent after lots of use. So I will go ahead and install them. So let me go ahead and do that real quick for you. So as you can see, I have the 4 spacers all put in here. I just have them roughly in the right position because I don't like to glue them in place. I've seen some people do that. I like to leave them kind of free floating. What essentially is going to be happening is you're going to take these 4 screws that come with the original Eggfinder kit for their enclosure, and these will be going through just like this, through the back plate, through that PCB board, through the spacers, through the other one, and will screw into the base at the bottom. So I like to just keep them free floating. So what I'm going to do next is I then carefully place this top unit on. I like to put my finger underneath here, if you can see that, so I can guide the board into those pins. And once you feel them in the pins, it should slide in pretty easily like that. Then what I'll do is I'll take a tiny little screwdriver like this, and I will come in here and take these spacers and just get them kind of aligned where they should be in those holes. It might take a little bit of cohesion, a little bit of effort here. But once you get him in there, then You then take your lid, and you will essentially just put the lid in place like that, and take these 4 screws, and they slide all the way down, and I'll go ahead and screw those in here for you. So I have the 4 screws in place, and what that does is that allows me, I can then flip this around. Here's my rocker switch for turning it on and off, the momentary switch for changing settings or whatever, antenna connection. So if you don't have one of these connectors and it's just a wire, I recommend maybe putting a piece of tape or something around it, but I would highly recommend using an antenna such as this 900 megahertz antenna. It'll get you a lot more range. And then as you can see, I have my connection down here for the battery, and then all you have to do is, there's your handle. I take a battery just like this, a little lithium ion battery. Go ahead and get it connected in there. You can hear it beeping. It's because I have the power on. I'll turn it off. Go ahead and slide the battery in like that. Put the wire in. And then essentially, you flip it over like this and you see that connection and that connection. You'll just connect them up with those 2 by 56 screws. Those 2 little screws are screwed in, one on the left, one on the right. And that's the unit. That's as easy as it is, folks. I mean, you just put a couple of pieces together and some screws and you're good to go. Obviously, if you're wanting to fly it, you're going to hook up your antenna through the top, just like that. And then also, if you're running a Android phone or whatever it may be, a tablet, and you want to run Bluetooth to like a mapping program, here's my Bluetooth module, and the way I place it is in between the top PCB board and the lid. And I will insert a photo of how it looks right here. And then also, if you're flying and you're flying big rockets, you're holding a camera like me, whatever it may be, you just need more hands than you actually have. Instead of getting this regular back plate where there's nothing on it, you can order an upgrade kit, either when you buy the unit or as an additional cost, that actually has a belt clip like that, or it has a lanyard attachment point like that. What that does is you can hook up like a lanyard, piece of rope, a carabiner, and then hook it onto your belt, throw it over your neck, whatever it may be, and obviously this just slides right onto your belt and holds it. I love it. It prevents me from having to hold or carry too much as I'm flying, so it's the perfect upgrade to your black Aero 3D printed Eggfinder LCD kit. And there it is already. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Send me an email, send me a PM on the Rocketry forum. I'll put my information in the description down below. Thank you again, and thank you for your orders and your continued support.